Hello boys and girls, today we're gonna do something special. We're gonna listen to your riffs, and your riffs, and your riffs, and your riffs. We're gonna check out your riffs, we're gonna analyze them, we're gonna criticize them, and we're gonna announce the winners of the BOGREN Digital Riff Contest of the Kristian Kohle month, which was in December. You have sent us a lot of riffs, a lot of cool songs, a lot of videos that we were totally overwhelmed. And as you might have noticed, I'm saying we are announcing the winners. And that means I'm not alone today on this channel. And the reason is I brought my dear friend and colleague JENS from Sweden, which is not only one of the greatest metal producers on earth, but also one of the most sexy looking metal producers on earth. The only problem is he has just shaved his beard. But nevertheless, we want to say welcome, JENS BOGREN.
Thank you for that intro. So, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm certainly doing well, except that I didn't have much Christmas because I was checking out all these entries. And that's when the accident happened, you know, because I was supposed to do the Santa thing, and then I said, no, I can't do the Santa, I'm checking out these entries. And then I said, you have to do the Santa thing because you have the beard, and that's when I have to, you know, cut it. So it's all for the competition.
Yeah, we are both not drunk, by the way. It just seems to be. We're both totally sober, and we are ready for this. We were both quite overwhelmed. Right? Hundreds of videos to check out, and a lot of really cool stuff, and a lot of funny stuff. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, I am seriously blown away and feeling really shitty as a musician after watching all these videos, to be honest.
How do we actually judge this? So what's important? Is it the actual riff? Is it the overall composition, or the guitar tone, or the mix, or...
Yeah, I mean...
What's your take?
I would say that, in general, I think that competing in music sucks, because it is, you know, it's impossible. There are so many factors at play, and it's gonna be so subjective. Personally, I don't care too much about the production value. I don't think that's what the competition is really about, you know? And it's not necessarily about the best riff either, even though it's called the Riff Contest. I think Jeremy did a pretty good intro on that when he presented the competition. So if it's cool, right? So in that regard, I suppose what you and I have done here is try to value all these things, like musicianship, of course, but also the how good the song is, or the riff is. Maybe sometimes how, you know, nicely complex it is. Other times just how fucking heavy it is, and then there are also some pretty funny videos in there.
For me, it's mostly about whatever grabs my attention, you know. Mm-hmm. It can be very catchy, it can be super techy, it can be super atmospheric, it can be super heavy, whatever, but anything that's not boring. And I think that's what music is all about, you know, in the end. It should grab your attention.
Yeah.
And
it was extremely hard, by the way. I mean, extremely hard. It's
we're only gonna show the good ones, by the way. So if your video is among the ones that we are showing today, and even if we might be criticizing something, we're only showing the really cool stuff. So that means if you are appearing in this video, you've done a great job.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say that there are a lot of people that are just outside the top here that is also extremely good, and was, you know, it feels unfair to even show only 10, but, you know, that's life, unfortunately.
On top of that, some people have done instrumentals, other people have done songs with vocals, so we try to get some kind of balance to give you some sort of overview, but Jens is right that it's very subjective. But yeah, so forgive us if you are not included, and thanks for joining this riff contest. And we hope that you had as much fun as we had, right? Because Christmas sucks anyway. We are both very satanic people, so we enjoyed watching metal videos instead, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And feel free to say fuck you, Jens and Kohle, in the comments if you're not in here.
We will have 3 winners, and those winners will get a lot of fancy prizes. We will show you at least 7 other videos, and then in the end, we will show you the 3 main winners. So it totally makes sense to stay tuned. And is that correct? Yeah.
Absolutely. There might also be some honorable mention in the very end of the video, so you need to sit through this.
The first one is by someone called Sleep Blackheart, right? Yeah. Sleep Blackheart. That's the first one. He plays a guitar with at least 15 strings. That's what it looks like. And he's doing some really heavy shit. So let's have a listen. That one is cool. We really like that one. Sounds very modern, kind of genty, very heavy, very low tuned. I really liked it. The best part was around 1:08 for me. This halftime whammy. Or what do you think, Jens?
Agreed. I think it's extremely cool. I did count to at least 3 strings too many on this bass that he's playing. But I'm impressed. It is extremely good. And this guy is also the person that I'm gonna employ as Santa next year at my place. But he's only 12 years old. I don't know if you noticed, but because of that,
we will have at least one more potential, 2 more potential Santas coming up. By the way, guys,
a lot of
the only thing that I might want to criticize is that the song has pretty much the same atmosphere like throughout all the riffs, so it sounds maybe a little one-dimensional, like some open chords, some kind of chorus, some more ambient atmosphere or something would have made the song a little better. That's the only thing I want to criticize. But well played, pretty cool guitar tone. Good job, man.
Cool. So speaking about Santa Claus, the next dude here is sort of a mix between Boromir and Santa Claus, and he has an amazing voice. And we don't have too many entries with vocals on them, but there are a few of them that really caught our attention, and this is one of them. Here we go, Austin Klinger.
Eternal night.
This is fantastic, if you ask me. Not only a cool song, it's also a very interesting style, like a weird combination of screaming and Andrew Lloyd Webber musical vocals or something. Then it's a good song, but he's not being totally serious about it, you know. And it's just a weird combination. And this is what I meant earlier with if something grabs my attention, I love it. Good work, great song. Good playing as well. Good singing. I love it.
I agree. I completely agree. I mean, I love this lumberjack style that this dude is pulling as well. You know, it's amazing. And should also mention that he has mic'd his guitar cabs himself, so he's not using amp sims, which I think it's kudos to you. That's cool.
That's cool. No, good job, Austin. Here's the next one. As you know, only bearded guys are allowed in this contest. No, I'm just kidding. But the next guy, for some reason, once again, has a very impressive and thick beard. His name is Phillip Ficho or something.
That was excellent pronunciation.
Thank you. He plays a very sexy-looking PRS guitar, and now we're once again in Gentland, or this is like some kind of modern metal song again. Let's have a listen.
This is excellent stuff. I think that Phillip, he could come across as, typical genty kind of guy, but he shows that he's much more than that, It's intricate harmonies, nice layers. I love the video production. The lighting in this one is really cool. So, and with that beard, you cannot fail. I think it's excellent.
It's excellent. And one thing I want to talk about as well, or one thing I enjoyed, was the guitar tone. Some people might say it's a little undergained, but it's very dry and very percussive, and it makes all his playing so transparent. You hear every detail. I really enjoyed the guitar tone of this video for exactly this song. And yeah, like Jens said, it's a great combination of heaviness and harmonies or melodic playing. Great job, Phillip.
Yeah, it really takes a good guitar player to rock that kind of sound, when you have to work a little bit more.
Exactly. Less gain makes it a lot more difficult sometimes, but it pays out if you play well.
Yeah.
It's a beard again. It's like, we haven't planned this, but of course, this guy also has a night beard potential, I would say. This guy is called Astra Lizard, and he's also playing some seriously technical shit. So let's have a listen.
this feels like a fucking astral trip when you when you listen to it. It's extremely complex riffing, and super impressed. It may not be the musical style that I usually listen to, but this guy, he knows his stuff. Maybe the guitar tone is a little bit on the midi side, for mid-ish side for this type of riffing, but all in all, very, very good stuff.
For me, it's maybe a little bit too technical. Could have been a little more soul in that song, but the playing is impressive. And just like Jens said, I was about to say the same thing. You could use some more lower vocal mids in your guitar tone. That would make it even better. But don't get me wrong, great playing skills, good song, impressive. Rock on.
Fantastic beard. All right, so finally, the first Beardless song. Not only does it boost a guy with no beard, but there's also a girl with no beard in this one. And
if I may interrupt, we need more girls in metal. Do you agree here?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was a great song. Great vocals, great guitar playing. One more time, a great solo. What I like about this song is that there are different atmospheres. It starts really heavy and then it goes into some sort of black metal feeling chorus or something with open chords. Then a nice solo, then a lo-fi part. So there's a lot happening that keeps it interesting throughout the entire song. I also like the cats in the video, and I like Elvis Presley in the video, like a creepy Elvis Presley. Have you?
Absolutely. I mean, the way the song is built with vocals and everything makes it a really cool track, in my opinion. Pretty, traditional sort of emotional black meets melodic death metal kind of thing, and it's good. And I really like that pig in the video as well, or it could have been a dog. I'm not completely sure.
Both. It's both.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And yeah, I mean, she sings really, really good. It's cool. I love it. Just
don't distort the entire song next time. Whatever happened in the mastering, it's like it's totally crushed. It almost feels like when the vocals are coming in, it feels like on the radio, the music gets ducked into the background. So don't go too far on the mastering next time. Thank you. The next one is from Redvark Dolanski, and it's a pretty, Jens called it heavy as fuck, right? A pretty heavy song. I don't remember if he has a beard or not. Let's have a listen.
Redvark, that is one cool name if that's your real name. I think this is very heavy and not super innovative maybe, but it's extremely well performed. And I really dig the guitar sound as well. You know, it has a lot of lower mid-ish resonance. You can hear a lot of tone going on. And well, I do think that the only time a gentleman shave is when it gets in the way of the playing, right? That's why these people are so skilled.
I have not much to add. Great riffing. The riffing sounds a little more old school and less djenty on this one, and I enjoyed that. And the only thing that annoyed me a little bit was this background guitar, this layer doing throughout the entire song. But the rest was really nice. Like Jens said, that was a great guitar tone. Thanks, man. Cool.
Let's do them fucking winners.
All right, everybody. Now it's getting really, really interesting because now we are announcing the winners. So on place number 3, we actually have 2 videos because Jens and I, we couldn't agree on kicking one of them out. And each of them will get the Grindstein plugin from Audiority, which will make your guitar tones and your life a lot more dirty than before. And you can also choose one BOGREN digital product. So like I said, we have 2 videos now. The first one is pretty unique. You will hear it right. It sounds like none of the other videos. It's very atmospheric and very melodic. Let's have a listen. This song was from Dennis Dudin. So congratulations, Dennis. You've just won 2 great products. And that was a fantastic song. That song feels like a whole journey, starting with something clean into something atmospheric, into something really heavy with cool guitar tones, by the way, into a nice chorus. And I also love the final riff because it's very close to my original riff, just a little more melodic. Well done. Jens?
Very cool. I would love to hear this song with vocals at some point, if you can find someone who could do that, unless, well, you seem to be a multi-talented dude, so perhaps you have it in you. Nice beard. And I really like the backdrop here. Good stuff. This was one of my favorites for sure. I fought with Kohle a little bit about the production because I think personally that the production is really good. It's multi-layered, hard stuff to mix, but you managed to do it really good. Drum sounds great and it's cool. I like it.
Only thing I might add is like the chords, like this typical 6-7-1 thing is a little generic. And also with the dominant 5 chord always in the end. That was the only thing that disturbed me a little bit. So be a little more courageous with some different chords next time. But don't get me wrong, great work, great song. Enjoy your prices.
Yeah, I agree. That's where the vocal comes in. You know, if it would have been a vocal song, it would have been, you know, the last 10%.
The next one, again on number 3, and again winning a Grindstein plugin and a BOGREN digital product, is somebody called Dave P. And Dave P, yeah. He has a great beard, of course, and I actually know him. I think I met this guy on my Kohle Audio Cult meeting. He's from Great Britain, and I had a few nice beers with him. But I'm not corrupted in any way, and neither is Jens, because he came up with a great song that sounds a lot more old school than the rest of the videos most of the videos that we received. And since both Jens and me are pretty old farts, we really love this one. So check it out. That's a great melody, don't you think?
Absolutely. It looks like this guy is pulled straight from the coal mines of Newcastle. And yes. It's hard to look more British than this dude.
And it also really sounds like those old school
Paradise
British
Lost,
Doom, Paradise Lost.
Yeah. My Dying Bride, a little bit. It's no good stuff, absolutely. And it picks up. I think maybe the second half of the song when it goes into the little more beautiful melodic stuff is really cool.
That melody is great. Yeah, it's a cool combination again of heaviness and those haunting melodies also in the beginning. You can hear this guy's a good songwriter. Yeah,
absolutely. Like and you know, just enough don't give a fuck about musical theory, which you know, gives that British melodic thing to it. It's cool.
Exactly. Some chromatic stuff and then some really nice melodies. I really enjoyed that song. Put some vocals onto it. It's a great song. So Dave, congratulations. You will get a Grindstein plugin and a BOGREN digital product of your choice. And I'm sure we will have a beer together sooner or later.
Congrats. That brings us to place number 2 in this competition. That's from Janik Valerius. Congratulations.
Yeah! Woo!
You will be the owner of 2 BOGREN digital products of your choice, the Grindstein plugin and Kohle's own guitar sound course. So this entry is one of the craziest ones, maybe. It's extremely fun to watch these videos. And it jumps between heavy metal and Van Halen and crazy stuff. Let's check it out.
Awesome.
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 That's bloody excellent. The only thing I could criticize maybe is I don't hear the mandolin enough. Where's the cowbell? And where was the sauce in the mix? But apart from that, it's really cool. Maybe also this descending chord progression in the middle of the song is going on a little bit too long, maybe for my taste.
Yeah.
But good stuff.
But the first 2 riffs are fucking amazing, if you ask me. Like, especially the second one, this hard rock Van Halen riff. And I really love it how he took the whole song into a totally different direction. I mean, I can still hear my drums, you know, but he really moved it somewhere else. Really, really creative. And I love it when a young guy like this with a good beard and a lot of humor pulls out some amazing hard rock riffs from the 80s and some cool synths and stuff. Very, very inspiring in a way.
Absolutely. I also dig the fact that he's like the Carrie Bradshaw of metal with all these dress changes in between.
Yes. No, what's his name again? Yannick. Great job. So yeah, you will be getting, what was it? The Grindstein plugin, 2 BOGREN products, and my guitar course. So better than Christmas.
But not better than the first entry.
And finally, here is number 1. And it was not a long discussion between Jens and me, because this video is great in all aspects. Like, great songwriting, great production, great performance, a great looking video. So everything is well done. And this guy will get even more amazing prizes. He will get all BOGREN digital products. He will get the Grindstein plugin and my high-gain guitar tone crafting course, but he will get even more. And one thing that he will be getting is, drum roll, my personal Grindstein pedal that actually has been used when we did the plugin. So we went through 50 versions of the plugin until it finally sounded like the hardware, and this was the mother or even the grandmother of all Grindsteins, and this is yours now. And the final part of the prize is that you will actually meet me in a video call and have a virtual beer with me. We can talk about guitar tones, heavy metal productions, beer and beards, and whatever comes to mind. So I'm looking forward to meeting you in a little Skype call, my friend. Let's have a look at your video.
Amazing. I'm blown away. The only thing that I would improve a little bit in this one is maybe the beard, but apart from that...
Yeah, what's his name? Joffrey Liebert. You did an amazing job. Crushing production, great song. This was also like a very modern song, but it was... whatever, there was a lot more happening than in your typical JENS song. Like, it was opening up at the end to something very melodic, and it was just all very interesting, very nice throughout those 1.5 minutes. And he also used he used the Grindstein plugin and a lot of BOGREN IRs, so...
it certainly helped sounding great.
No, it sounded really good. So now, Joffrey, my friend, you will have the real pedal to play with. And you still got some time to grow a longer beard before we have that Skype call together. That's what I expect from you, my friend. Well done. Great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. So that was the serious part of this video. But as we all know, not only Jens and me are very funny guys, as you have seen. You know, German and Swedish humor is world famous, as we all know. But you have proven that you guys can also be very funny. So we're gonna have a look at a selection of very special videos now. So yeah, grab a beer, get ready, and enjoy the following videos.
It's not about the highs, it's all about the mids. You can crank the mids on a Marshall amp and they will still sound balanced and in your face. That was the perfect combination. Later they came up with that 4-channel amp and that was just a little overcooked for me and pretty noisy. We're finally doing a riff contest. Boys and girls, I want your riffs.
Pop. Ich bin müde. Ich muss gleich schlafen. Boys and girls, I want your riffs.
All right, boys and girls, that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks a lot, Jens BOGREN, for doing this with me. We had so much fun watching all those videos instead of celebrating boring Christmas. There will be the next BOGREN digital contest, riff contest, in February, so you better get ready. And in the meantime, you all better grow a beard. Last words go to my friend Jens BOGREN.
I will also grow my beard back and see you fucking around.
See you in hell, motherfuckers. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.